Hey YouTube, it is Hot Rod Urameshi. It's been a while since I've made another YouTube video other than the first introduction, but today in this video I'm gonna be discussing this anime called Banana Fish. Do a little review on it. And now before I go into detail about this review, I'm gonna explain to you what Banana Fish is and why it's called Banana Fish. Basically, it's this anime about this 17-year-old kid who basically is the leader of a gang, and it's basically about a drug war, and it involves this hallucinogenic drug that is known as banana fish. And it's basically much it. And he also just tries to solve the mystery and tries to stop the production of it. Yeah. So for any of you that are going like, "Hey man, what's banana fish? Oh, why is it called banana fish?" Because when I watched it though, like my dad saw me watch it, especially if it's Japanese, because this is my first official. So when I watched anime, I mean I mostly watched anime in English dubs. You're wrong, I grew up watching them. I mean, I've watched some of the clips of anime in Japanese subs, like when I'd be trying to catch up on Dragon Ball Super stuff. But, see though. Yeah, I mean, my dad would see me watching it, and he does make jokes about me watching his subs, but he understands that I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, because it's kind of important to get out of your comfort zone and try new things. So, alright. So this review, however, it basically just starts out with this this dude, like a squad of soldiers, and then one of them goes crazy and just starts shooting like hell. And he just gets subdued, and then mutters the words banana fish. I'm like watching it, and it's like, holy shit, this gotta be good. Because it is. I mean, it kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat. And later it starts out in New York. How of this one dude who runs a gang, and guy's name's Ash Lynx. You know, though, he's pretty smart. Like, I saw him in action. Like, to be honest, though, if you guys watched any Arrowverse shows like Legends of Tomorrow or Arrow, whatnot, or at least watch Cowboy Bebop, or both, I kind of consider him like he's a mixture of someone like Spike Spiegel and Sarah Lance, because they've both been through a lot of stuff, and they're pretty smart too. And see though, what else is there? Then one guy who just gets involved in it, Ash just or I can't remember his name. I think it's Edgy or Ag, or however you say his name. I got brush up on my Japanese, which I'm trying to do right now. Like, other than the anime speak, they speak like yada yada daze and all that, or nani. It's most common. So yeah, I mean, the first episode was just exciting. I decided to get into it more, and well, to be honest, it was pretty. I mean, sure, it may have more action. I mean, but it's not like those fighting animes like Dragon Ball or One Piece or Naruto. I mean, it's type of anime. You know, it's actually the second anime that I second anime that didn't have fighting that I finished. It was more like a story, it was more like a plot, like Death Note, for instance. What I'm saying to y'all is, like, some of the scenes. I'm not. All right, I'm gonna probably may spoil some stuff, but like, you'll see. I mean, like, try not to spoil anything, so it's gonna be like mild to somewhat major, but so like some of these deaths on Banana Fish kind of affected me. Like, for instance, Ash's brother, Griffin. He easily got killed, and I was like, oh hell, I'm not sure how Ash is gonna take this. By the way, Ash Lynx, that guy's, it's not his real name, it's more like a street name for him. The guy's real name is Aslan Jade Callan-Reese. I never heard of a name like that, but you don't hear names like that every day. Especially Aslan, because it sounds like a lion from Narnia. But some of these deaths on Banana Fish affected me. Like, even this cool guy, Shorter Wong. He's like one of the badass characters in Banana Fish, despite him having to follow orders from Ute Lang. The one guy I kind of can't stand the series, but I mean, you'll see this guy named Ute Lang. He's just pretty much of a jackhole. He's a coward like Frieza, but not as crazy as Frieza, but he's just some sort of coward. And no spoiler, he's a bit of a whiner. Like, you'll probably see in the series what I mean by. But anyways, this guy, Shorter Wong, he was having to follow orders, cause he's wanting to bring Edgy to this Corsican mafia boss that we see in the beginning of the series, Dino Golzine. Fun fact about Dino, he's voiced well, I'm not sure they have English dub yet, but his voice actor, same guy who voiced Joseph Joestar and Jet Black, and I think Professor Oak and Pokemon. And by Joseph Joestar, I mean old man Joseph, not younger Joseph. I don't know what his younger voice actor is. Like I said, I mainly watch anime in English dub, but I'm trying to enjoy anime in Japanese, which is pretty good. I mean, it's fun. Japanese is fun language to learn, but hard to read and write. So, anyways, though, but it just kind of affected me. Like, Shorter, just being having to be injected with the drug of Banana Fish, it's caused him to go crazy, and just made Ash kill the guy. I mean, he was trying to stop him from killing Edgy, and he didn't know what else to do, since I was just deeply saddened by that guy. Guys, if we're being honest here, he was one of the coolest characters. To be honest, he's like he's about like Piccolo. And Ash is wanting to take the fall for Shorter's death, because he did shoot him, but those bastards that made him go crazy, it's their actual fault. My opinion, actually though. I mean, if I were Ash's shoes, I'd take the fall too. Even take hatred from Sulang, however you say his name in there. But let's see. Frederick Arthur. The guy, another guy you see in the beginning of the series. Let me say he's the biggest asshole. Like, not even kidding. Even though well, spoiler, he gets killed, like, in the half of the series. But, that guy, Frederick Arthur is the biggest asshole in Banana Fish. Next to Golzine. I'm pretty sure Golzine, they tie together. So, let's see. I mean, that knife fight, though, I mean, it was just pretty intense. I was happy to say that Arthur deserved it. Cause it's not to mention that he fucking cheated, but excuse my language. Excuse my language, YouTube. Don't mean to swear. I didn't mean to drop the F-bomb, but you know what I mean by. Guy's a freaking cheater. I mean, he just calls up his men when they're supposed to be on a one-on-one battle. Like, come on, you can't fight like a man? At least you did in the end, though. I won't lie. Let's see. Enough about Arthur, though. I mean, because let's be honest here. If you watch Banana Fish, then you know what I'm saying about Frederick. Let's see. Then, I mean, then it starts to. Then this next part starts getting me off my seat because he gets this. Because Dino hires this Ash's former mentor named Blanca. Spoiler alert. Who get me wrong, I thought Ash was done for when he was going to fight against Blanca, but in the end, though, he actually defects to Ash's side. He's going like, I'm going to help you, and then, but even though he had to pay him because Blanca's a mercenary, but it was just so awesome. But the one part, though, before Ash had to rescue his friends from Golzine and stop this mercenary named Fox, let's see, another spoiler. He's this dude who gets hired by Golzine to. Basically, Fox is just commander of I believe the French Foreign Legion, but he hires him and then has him deal with Ash. But then before Ash leaves with the remaining members of the gang and Suling's gang, he tries to say goodbye to Aichi. It was a bit of a hard goodbye, though, before he went on to take. It was just like one of the biggest battles. Especially Blanca. I mean, Blanca, now, even though I didn't like him in the beginning, he was pretty bad. He was pretty badass when he was sniping and stuff. Like, it just got real. Him and Ash, when he was fighting against Fox, and however, it was just so obvious that it was just gonna be the best fight scene in history. Well, that doesn't have like any powers or anything like that, but I mean, when Ash was about to make a comeback against them, the opening theme, the first opening theme to Banana Fish, Survive Set the Found and Lost by Survive Set the Prophet. It was just so good. I was like, yeah. And then however, I mean, it was just pretty climactic. I'm not gonna try and spoil anymore, but I'm not going to spoil the ending. But Good. Let me just tell you all, it is good, and it's not. It's. I mean, it's starting to become a bit mainstream, like a little bit. But let me just say it's a classic, and it can get you off the edge. It can keep you off the edge of your seats. Like good plot. Like I do recommend Banana Fish. I mean, if you like well, other than plot, if you like mafia or teenage stuff, which is pretty common with people having animes with teenagers as the main characters. Which I won't lie, it's pretty awesome. But other than that though, we'll say this: if you like mafia, if you like teenagers lead characters, or if you like all the action you see on there, and I do recommend you watch that. Like real, you've got only if you have like Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if they have Banana Fish on Crunchyroll or anything. But I will say this about Golzine though. If they did have an English dub, however, I would love for Patrick Seitz, the voice of Dio Brando, or voice of Scorpion, Frankie, Jiren. I want him to voice that guy, cause he seems like the best voice actor for Golzine. Now, as for Ash, I'm not sure whose voice actors they're gonna get from an English dub, but I'm just gonna say is that it's good to watch in Japanese subs. Like currently, I'm watching like another thing I'm watching subs like One Punch Man or Fist of the North Star. Anyways, yeah. Sorry if I looked a bit weird doing a video. As I hardly make YouTube videos. Right? I mean, I've been trying my best to have the time to make a YouTube video, but I'm a guy in college. I was doing a lot of busy stuff. I had a lot going on, but anyways, YouTube, I will catch you guys later, and hopefully I'll try and make some more videos. Yeah, I'm not sure how I can make the gameplay videos, but if you guys know, just let me know. And maybe if I have the time, because I'm trying to go on the road to success, as you see in my description. So anyways, catch you guys later, YouTube.